Hi, this is Grace and Annabelle again. And this time, what we're going to talk about is something that's sort of cropped up recently. Well, certainly with me, is I was out with a lot of girlfriends, and we suddenly discovered we were all talking about our hatred of our weight. And that we put on so much weight this summer, which is unusual, isn't it? Because in the summer you do tend to
Eat
lose weight,
less
eat
with the
less.
warm
Yeah,
weather. But we were cheated of a summer this year. I know some people disagree with me because whenever every time I ask someone, they say, "Well, I thought we had a brilliant summer," and then other people say, "Yes, I agree with you.
I
Had
think
cheated."
it
I feel
started.
cheated.
It started quite good in about June and early July, and then
Mm.
we just then lived in the hope that it was coming back, and it never really
It
did.
never did it? I mean, we had that lovely sort of burst in September, which was quite
Yeah,
pleasant.
but I think the thing that you and I have been discussing is because both of us have this summer and last few months been hearing tragic news either of people dying or people getting very sick, and it's made us sort of sit up and think a little and say we need to keep healthy, but that doesn't necessarily mean we need to be a size 10.
Mm.
And that's more important, isn't it?
Yes, and I think I'm getting firmly of the persuasion that I'd rather find some clothes that look good, even when I'm carrying a little bit of extra weight, because I just think life's too short. Health's what's important, not whether you've got a little muffin top or,
Exactly.
whatever. We've got to be realistic.
I read a lovely article the other day. I think Dawn French was being interviewed somewhere, and one of the things she said in this interview was she is not worried at all about taking her clothes off in front
And
of.
there's not many of us of 50 plus who'd say
that,
and
and
I'm
she's
not
not slim
either.
and she just because she knows she's a lovely person, she's fun,
She's confident in herself.
so she is what she is, and and not that I'm going to advocate that everyone gets sort of roly-poly and fat or naked. Naked. No, gosh, we're not doing those sort of videos yet. No, but I just think we need to sort of think, and it's sort of little things, isn't it, that you can.
Well, I think maybe one. I don't want to be overweight because that makes me miserable. But I'm not going to be striving to be a perfect weight that I was when I was 20.
You've done some things, haven't you? You changed some things. You told me that now you drink a warm water and lemon in the morning.
Yes, every morning I have. My husband actually brings me up, very kind he is. Warm water with a slice of lemon, actually the juice of half a lemon. Portion sizes, we're eating just the same gorgeous things, but smaller portions. Sizes. Don't buy puddings now, but we think a yogurt's a real treat. And you were eating like steamed vegetables, not all the time, but
my husband and I did 3 days of steamed vegetables, and actually we really enjoyed them. I mean, steamed steamed tomatoes.
Yes, you did have some unusual vegetables that I wouldn't have even thought of.
No, I know, but
like
it was lovely. And the other thing is, the only thing that I would suggest is, because I have done it, I'm not doing it at the moment and I wish I was, but the moment that you give up sugar after the initial first 3 days, which is grim, you just feel fantastic. And it is a poison, I know that, but like Mary Berry says, a little slice of cake once a day, just about. But you see, I'm not very good at that.
Yes, and what about those people that there's a cake and they'll have a sliver and then they have another sliver and another and another, and then they'll end up eating half the cake. Whereas if you just had a decent bit every now and again as a treat.
But my thing is if I start on something sweet, that something kicks in and I start to then want
like
more
with
sweet
a bar of chocolate. Yeah. That's where we.
Whereas who is it?
Problem.
I can't remember who it is. Somebody like Rod Stewart said on an interview that he literally just has one square of chocolate every night after dinner.
Well, it's easy to do that with plain chocolate because it's not quite as Moorish as milk chocolate. So, and apparently plain chocolate's good for your libido as well. So so be having a couple of squares tonight. But no, generally, I just think we shouldn't panic all the time about being a perfect weight. When you're over 50, you're going to have a few lumps and bumps, but I think we just sort of be like Dawn French and embrace them
and dress
and be glad we're healthy, be glad nothing awful is happening to us, value what's good in our lives and live in the present.
Absolutely. And also just try and enhance the way you look by good makeup, good hair colour, what you wear. I mean, look, you and I have just been trying on lots of things from Windsor London, and you realise I'd never tried this top on, and it's, I think because of the merino wool, it's like sort of self stripe. It's slimming. You put this on, it looks lovely with
Which
your
I never,
colouring.
I never ever wear anything other than a dark colour. So,
Exactly.
So maybe experiment a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's just our tips for this
hope
month.
you're as happy as we're trying to